Welcome to the session on Travelling Allowance, Pay and Allowances and Standard License Fee under Fundamental Rules, FR. These rules establish pay guidelines, ensuring fair compensation and defining procedures for pay adjustments. TA entitlements follow pay levels in the Central Civil Service, Revised Pay Rules, 2016. For claims after 1 July 2017, new rules apply, whereas earlier claims follow previous standards. This revision ensures that allowances align with updated pay structures. Government employees may travel by class based on their pay level. For example, levels 14 and above can travel business club class, levels 12 and 13 are allowed economy class air travel, and levels 5 and below are restricted to first class or AC2 by train. This ensures that travel entitlements align with the employee's level of responsibility and position. Employees are entitled to travel by premium, Tatkal, Suvidha, Shatabdi, Rajdhani, and Duronto trains, depending on their level. Reimbursements for dynamic fare adjustments and Tatkal fees ensure officials can access timely travel options that meet the operational needs of government departments. For road travel, entitlements depend on employee level and location accessibility. Employees with AC2 class rail eligibility can use AC buses. Others may travel by deluxe or ordinary buses. Where train connectivity exists, the road fare reimbursed cannot exceed the equivalent rail fare, maintaining a balance between convenience and cost efficiency. For international travel on official duty, levels 14 and above may travel business class, while levels 13 and below are entitled to economy class. This entitlement ensures that overseas duties are accessible to all levels of central government employees, based on travel needs and role requirements. For travel to islands like Andaman and Nicobar or Lakshadweep, entitlement varies by level. For instance, levels 9 and above are eligible for the highest class, while lower levels may use a lower class. These classifications ensure comfort during extended travel while respecting the varied needs of government service. When employees use personal vehicles for official journeys, they are eligible for mileage reimbursements at defined rates. Mileage rates adjust by 25% with each 50% increase in the. This ensures fair reimbursement for employees using personal cars, taxis, or autorickshaws for government work, reflecting cost changes. The ONTO provides support for accommodation, travel, and food. Hotel accommodation caps range from 7,500 rupees for level 14 and above, down to 450 rupees for level 5 and below. Food expenses also vary, from 1,200 rupee to 500 rupee per day. AC taxi fare is reimbursed for level 12 and above with varying restrictions. All these allowances are to increase by 25% on increase of dearness allowance by 50%. During training, the remains the same as to entitlements, ensuring that employees are not financially disadvantaged. However, when training is within 8 kilometers of headquarters, or in cases where lodging is free, the rates reduce by 25% or 50%, respectively, ensuring fair application of allowances. For transfers over 20 kilometers from the prior posting, TA on transfer includes travel entitlements for self and family, a composite transfer grant, CTG, transportation of personal effects, and conveyance costs. CTG is 80% of last basic pay, ensuring that transfer-related expenses are covered comprehensively. Retiring employees are eligible for travel entitlements similar to transfer allowances. Coverage includes CTG, family travel, and transport of personal belongings. This provision ensures employees can relocate without financial burden upon retirement, providing a smooth transition to post-service life. CTG compensates employees for relocation costs, with 80% of the last basic pay offered for moves over 20 kilometers. Transfers involving islands receive 100%, while moves within 20 kilometers are granted 1/3 CTG. This tiered approach provides fair support based on distance and location. Transportation of personal effects is scaled by pay level. For levels 6 and above, up to 6,000 kilograms may be moved by goods train or container, reducing to 3,000 kilograms for level 5 and below. Employees are reimbursed for moving their conveyance during transfers, with allowances based on vehicle type and pay level. Levels 6 and above can claim car conveyance costs, while those at lower levels are reimbursed for motorcycles or scooters, ensuring fair coverage for transport expenses. Employees receive joining time based on distance to the new post, calculated at 1 day for 20 kilometers up to a max of 15 days. No joining time is provided if posting remains within the same city or municipality, and this time frame supports smooth transitions to new duty stations. Employees must submit TAR claims within 60 days of completion. Timely submission is essential for processing, with late claims subject to approval by controlling officers. This process streamlines TAR reimbursements, ensuring prompt financial support for travel costs. License fee refers to the amount charged to government employees for the use of government accommodation. This fee ensures proper management and accountability for housing resources, aligning with FR 45 standards. FR 45 applies to all government employees who occupy government accommodation. The rule outlines criteria for fees based on the type and level of housing, providing clarity for both employees and administration. The license fee rate is determined by the type of accommodation and the pay level of the employee. Higher-grade accommodations incur higher fees, which is consistent with the level of responsibility and associated entitlements of different positions within the government. It includes components of capital cost. Includes construction acquisition cost, site preparation, sanitary, water, and electric installations. Calculation options. Original acquisition construction cost. Present value when original cost is unknown. Excluded costs. Restoration, special repairs, tools, and plant charges unless specifically related to direct expenses. License fees are deducted monthly from the employee's salary. These deductions are mandatory for all occupants unless specific exemptions apply, as per FR 45. Calculating standard license fees involves a fixed percentage of the accommodation's value, typically updated annually. This rate is periodically reviewed to ensure that fees remain fair and aligned with the changing property values and upkeep costs. This structured approach ensures consistency in housing management. Certain conditions may impact the payment of license fees, such as circumstances where employees are on leave, transferred, or in training. These provisions aim to maintain flexibility while ensuring continued compliance with license fee regulations. Additional facilities, like garage spaces or special amenities, may incur extra fees. These fees are added to the standard license fee, reflecting the cost of these additional services and maintaining a fair cost structure for extra facilities. Tenants pay for utilities like water and electricity consumed. FR 45-BV outlines exceptions to license fee requirements, applicable in specific cases such as extended absences. Fee-free accommodation, allowed in special cases by order, subject to record of justification. Minor modifications allowed without fee increase within prescribed limits. These exceptions are designed to support employees facing special circumstances, balancing individual needs with policy integrity. Special housing categories, including accommodations for senior officials or remote postings, may have adjusted fees. These adjustments ensure that fees correspond to the unique demands or challenges associated with these housing types, promoting equitable support for all government roles. Additional license fee may increase if residence exceeds job-related requirements or for subletting without permission. Any shortfall recoverable within 12 months. Now let us discuss the pay and allowances payable. FR 19 specifies that pay increases for a government servant cannot exceed the sanctioned pay for their post without approval from an authority competent to create an equivalent post in the same cadre. FR 20 allows the government to set equitable pay for periods classified as duty under specific conditions, capped at what the employee would have earned if on standard duty. This rule provides flexibility while preventing undue pay increases during non-standard duty assignments. FR 22 outlines initial pay for promotions or appointments to timescale posts. When duties increase in responsibility, pay is adjusted with an increment in the original level, then matched to the nearest cell in the new level, ensuring fair compensation for additional duties. Employees have a 1-month window to choose how pay is fixed after promotion. This choice includes initial fixation on promotion date or adjustment upon next increment. Ad hoc promotions followed by regular appointments also allow retroactive options. Retired employees who held ad hoc posts before regularization can exercise pay options within 3 months if they retired prior to regularization, aligning with benefits provided to juniors or immediate seniors. For employees at the maximum level of pay before promotion, FR 22 provides that they receive an increment based on the last level before matching pay to the new level's closest cell, ensuring fair adjustment at higher ranks. If the promotion does not add responsibilities, initial pay matches the prior post's pay or is placed at the next higher stage. When minimum pay of the new scale is higher, the new minimum becomes the starting pay. Transfers on request to lower posts result in pay equal to the maximum of the new scale or the employee's existing pay. This maintains pay fairness when moving to lower ranks. FR 24 allows increments as a standard practice unless withheld for unsatisfactory performance or conduct. The withholding authority specifies the duration and whether it impacts future increments, ensuring accountability in performance standards. FR 26 lists conditions for timescale increments, counting all duty periods, service in other posts, and specific leaves as increment-eligible time, with extraordinary leave and foreign service also counting under certain conditions. Under FR 27, premature increments can be granted by an authority if it has the power to create equivalent posts, supporting special recognition in the same cadre. FR 29 allows for penalties reducing pay to lower stages or posts, specifying the period of reduction and its effect on future increments. This rule upholds disciplinary standards. FR 39 states that pay for temporary posts should reflect the skills needed. If a temporary post is filled by a government servant, FR 40 bases pay on responsibilities and the current pay of similar status employees, ensuring competitive and fair compensation for temporary assignments. Thank you for your attention. This concludes our session on pay regulations under the fundamental rules. We hope this has clarified the structure and guidelines governing pay for government employees. For more videos visit www.careerprondia.co.in.